What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another one. If you are new to the channel, I am Gold Pony. I do new car, truck, SUV reviews on YouTube, and today we are comparing the new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander to the Nissan Rogue, 2021 Nissan Rogue at the time of this video. So having now reviewed both of these vehicles, having test driven both of these and fully tested both of them out, I've had a lot of requests for this particular comparison, and the reason being is because these two are very similar. You guys probably already know there is a partnership between Mitsubishi, Nissan, and Renault, so there are quite a few similarities in different parts of each vehicle shared with each other on this one. For example, the platform is exactly the same. The power plant between these two is going to be exactly the same, putting out 181 horsepower, 181 pound-feet of torque. Transmission is the same, 0 to 60 in 8.2 seconds is going to be the same. So having said that though, there are several key differences between these two, and so in this video I will be comparing the 10 key differences between these two with a clear winner at the end of this video. So having said that, what do you guys say? Let's go ahead and start with number 10 on my list. And so for my number 10 comparison, I will be comparing the price difference between these two. The Mitsubishi Outlander starts at a price of $25,795. Nissan Rogue is going to start at $25,750. So $45 less than the Mitsubishi Outlander. So top model though, if you were comparing those two, for the Outlander comes in at $35,345. Top model for the Rogue, $36,930, so slightly more expensive than for the Rogue. So depending upon what you're looking for, maybe that's going to sway you in a particular direction, but all in all, since the Rogue wins for the lower starting price and the Outlander wins for the less expensive top trim level, I'm going to have to chalk this one up as a tie, and let's move on to our next comparison, number 9 being fuel economy. And so for this one, Mitsubishi Outlander comes in at 24 in the city, 31 highway for the front wheel drive. For the Rogue, 27 in the city, 35 on the highway for the front wheel drive. That's substantial. Outlander for the all-wheel drive comes in at 24 city, 30 on the highway. For the Rogue, 26 in the city, 33 on the highway for the all-wheel drive, both taking regular unleaded fuel. So very clear winner when it comes to fuel economy. If you have a long commute to work, perhaps the Rogue is the one you're going to want to look for, and this does put the Nissan Rogue in the lead, 1-0. Next on my comparison is the all-wheel drive system. And so having just referenced the fuel economy, both vehicles are available with an all-wheel drive system. However, they are actually pretty substantially different. The Mitsubishi Outlander uses an all-wheel control system, which technically is a four-wheel drive system. On the other hand, Nissan Rogue uses an intelligent all-wheel drive system, essentially sending power to the front wheels, and then when it detects slippage, it instantly kicks in the rear wheels, giving you all-wheel drive then. On the other hand, for the Mitsubishi Outlander, this was actually originally developed for the Lancer Evo 7. If you guys know what that Evo 7 is, it was essentially a rally car back when Mitsubishi still built them. I definitely would not mind if Mitsubishi brought those back from the dead, but they were designed for rally racing, and so racing in the dirt and the snow. So therefore, this system is going to go beyond the traditional all-wheel drive systems, focusing on control and balance between the wheels, so a little bit more than just sensing slip, a little more focus on controlling the handling as well, and the active center differential. So in the end, Mitsubishi Outlander is going to take the better all-wheel drive system, putting us at a 1-1 tie. And so for my number 7 comparison is going to be the cargo space. Again, a very substantial difference between these two. The Outlander actually comes in at 79.7 cubic feet with all rows folded, and with the Nissan Rogue, 74.1 cubic feet. So quick and easy comparison for this one. Obviously the Outlander wins this, putting us at a score of 2-1, Outlander in the lead. And so for my number 6 comparison, I will be comparing the safety between these two. Both come standard with a blind spot monitoring system, lane departure warning, etc. There is one key difference, and it's not a huge difference, but it is a difference between these two when it comes to safety, because again, they are pretty darn similar. For the Rogue, there is a rear side airbag that comes standard. This is actually typically an option even on luxury vehicles like BMW, for example. But having said this, the Outlander does not give you this, so this helps the Rogue obtain its IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus rating as well. So in the end, Nissan Rogue is going to win the safety comparison, 2-2 tie. Let's move on to the next one. And so for my number 5 comparison, it is going to be the rear legroom. This is very important, especially if you have adults sitting in the back, let alone children for that matter. But the Mitsubishi Outlander, as you guys could probably tell from the cargo space comparison, is going to be a slightly larger vehicle than the Nissan Rogue. Mitsubishi Outlander in the second row comes in at 39.9 inches. Nissan Rogue comes in at 38.5 inches. So Outlander takes the second row legroom. If you were comparing the third row legroom, you wouldn't, because the Outlander does have a third row, but the Rogue does not. That is a very substantial difference between these two. So for that reason, the Mitsubishi Outlander wins this comparison, putting us at 3-2. Outlander is in the lead. And so for this next comparison at number 4, this is a huge difference between these two, let me tell you. And this comparison is going to be the warranty. And so for the Mitsubishi Outlander, it comes with America's best warranty, being 5 years, 60,000 mile bumper to bumper, 10-year, 100,000 miles on the powertrain. Of course, powertrain covering things like the transmission and the engine, drive shaft, things like that basically. When it comes to the Nissan Rogue, 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper, 5-year, 60,000 mile on the powertrain. So the powertrain warranty is essentially double on the Mitsubishi Outlander, so that's worth noting. And so Mitsubishi does have America's best warranty, along with Kia and Hyundai and Genesis, so they're pretty much rounding out the top, at least here in the US, I should say. But overall, for the warranty comparison, the Outlander obviously wins this one, putting us at a score of 4-2. Outlander is in the lead. So for my next comparison, number 3 is going to be reliability. And so, although I will prefix this saying these are the same reliability, did want to mention it because everybody is going to ask me in the comments section if I do not mention it. And so according to Consumer Reports, which is the reliability rankings that you want to go with because they are neutral, they buy their own vehicles, they take no handouts from any manufacturers out there, both vehicles scored an average reliability rating. And so the way their ratings actually work is there's well below average, then there's average, then there's above average, and well above average. So both of those are right in the middle, so this comparison is going to be a tie on that one. Still, Outlander is in the lead, 4-2. Let's move on to number 2 on our list. So for this next comparison, I will be comparing the country of origin. And so for this comparison, there will be no clear winner. It just depends on what you're looking for, and there is a difference, so I wanted to mention it. For the Nissan Rogue, that one is built in Tennessee, so the USA. However, for the Mitsubishi Outlander, that one is JDM. That one is built in Japan. So like I said, one is not necessarily a better thing than the other. If you're watching this video in Japan, perhaps you want to go with the Outlander. If you're watching this video in the US, perhaps you want to go with the Rogue. Or maybe if you're in the US and you're a big JDM nut, you want to go with the Outlander. So it all depends on what you're looking for, but that puts us at a tie for this comparison. Outlander still in the lead, 4-2. And so for this next comparison, the very last comparison on our list is going to be the tech. And actually, both of these SUVs have quite amazing tech, comparatively speaking, to the other vehicles that I've been reviewing lately when it comes to SUVs. Both have a 9-inch color touchscreen display when it comes to the infotainment screen. Both have available 12.3-inch digital gauge clusters, which I absolutely love. Both come with wireless Apple CarPlay, another huge perk to both of these. However, there is one tiny slight difference on this one. The Outlander does have some added graphics when you change the drive modes, whereas the Rogue does change the gauges slightly. There is no digital Rogue displayed for a much cooler look, in my opinion. So for me, I know it's just a slight difference, but it does count. And the Outlander does display a picture of the Outlander when you change the actual driving mode. So for that little added graphic, I'm going to give that one to the Outlander, 5-2 in the end. But again, both are extremely nice SUVs right now. And just speaking for the Mitsubishi Outlander, that thing has come light years from where it used to be. I'm so impressed with what Mitsubishi and the Nissan partnership is doing now. They are really making a comeback. And definitely two SUVs you should definitely take a look at. So the question for you guys is, because I love reading your comments, put it in the comment section below which one you would pick and why. That is about it for this one, you guys. Feel free to follow me on social media if you wanted to see what video is coming next on the channel before it actually gets to YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe and the bell notification button if you're into new car reviews. That is what we do here on this channel after all. But do appreciate you guys watching more than you know, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Stay gold.